For over 50 years, Land Rover and Range Rover have been setting the benchmark for the most luxurious SUV in the market. And as the years have gone by, the vehicles have got more and more luxurious. I'm going to show you the 2021 Range Rover Vogue Westminster Edition. For over 40 years, Land Rover and Range Rover have been setting the benchmark for the luxurious SUV, and as the time goes on, they've only got more and more luxurious, including this one here. This is the 2021 Range Rover Vogue Westminster Edition, and yes, this is a special edition that I'm going to show you around. So first off, as with every other Range Rover, we have the usual characteristics. We have a very bold grille up front, flanked by LED headlights, which were introduced in the previous model year. We also got the hidden front camera down below, and then we have the signature clamshell bonnet, which we'll get to later. Over the years, the Range Rover has morphed into a luxury cruiser. Now, I'm not saying the off-road capabilities are completely gone, but from the outside and aesthetically, it doesn't look too suited to be in the desert, but it can handle its own on an off-road trail. Now, while we're at the back here, before I show you inside, one of the key features of the Westminster Edition is this. Now, it looks perfectly normal. As always, there are 3 ways to open said boot. Inside, via the key, via the button here. I'm pretty sure if I wave my foot underneath, it'll probably open as well. However, I'm going to show you something interesting about this one. Because like I said, this is unique to this car. This one has a split tailgate, and by that, one piece at the top goes up while the other piece comes down. Simply push the button and down they go. Very easy, and you can actually use this as a seating position if you really want to. I'm not going to do it because obviously I don't want to break the car, but the finish in here is nice. There's plenty of space. So as you've seen already, plenty of space. But hey, you want more space, don't you? And I've got an answer for you, and so does Range Rover. Because if I press these buttons here, I can put the seats down in front of me. Okay, granted they take a little bit of time, but for heavier loads, say for skis or something, I don't know where you're going skiing. Oh, ski Dubai. You can put them back slightly forward. It gives you a little bit of extra space. With this Range Rover, we found an even cooler feature to make it even easier to load. Now, I don't know, you probably can't see it from all the way there, but there are 2 buttons here, and I can assure you these 2 buttons do exactly what I'm about to tell you to. If you press the button down, the car goes down by itself, making it easier to load. You can also make the car go up as well. Takes a little bit of time, but it does it all by its lonesome. No key, no one else inside the car, just a simple button in the boot. Inside the 2021 Range Rover Vogue Westminster Edition, we have plenty of features to check out. Comfortable seats covered in blue leather, which is exclusive to this model only. Very comfortable. They have multi-way, and by multi I mean they can move in 20 different directions, which is unique to this car, which is phenomenal. It'll take you a while to figure it out, but very cool. Even before we get in the car, there's a special feature exclusive to this car, which are the powered running boards here at the bottom, and it makes it easier to get in. Inside we have plenty of features to check out here, including some plush and luxurious feeling materials. Look at this, soft leather everywhere. Lovely to touch here. We've got metallic and we've got gloss black as well. It is a fingerprint magnet, but it makes the car feel and look more luxurious. So we'll start with the options. We have a leather wrap multifunction steering wheel. Again, it has this navy blue with this sort of cream center here. We have these new backlit controllers here, which actually change depending on what menu you have on the digital display up in front. In the center of the console here, we have the 2 screens. One up top, the smaller screen here is for navigation and all multimedia purposes. And down below, we have a very interesting screen here because this is the multi-terrain, basically, selector screen. You have 2 ways to do it. Well, actually, you only have really 1 way to do it. Even though it is a touch screen, you have this thing here that pops out. See this thing? You pop it, and out it comes, and you can select the drive mode that you want on the fly. You've got modes like Eco, but more importantly, you actually have a sand mode here. Now, we said before, of course, the Range Rover has always been synonymous with off-roading. This is more of a luxury cruiser. However, it can still fare slightly well when you're going off-road. Granted, not dune bashing, but a light off-road cruise would suffice. As always, we have space for 3 here in the Range Rover, and of course, as with the front, we have comfortable leather seats covered in the same color palette as we did up front. If you only have 2 passengers back here, you can put down the center bit here for a comfortable armrest, which needs a little bit of force, but it does come down and shows 2 cup holders. We have USB ports down here, rear AC controls, and while you're sat back here, you can have a gorgeous view of what's outside via the panoramic roof. So with the rear door here of the Range Rover, we have a few interesting features here to have a look at. By interesting, I mean 2. We have, of course, the power backrest here for the passengers on either side, not the driver. And then underneath we have the locking and unlocking. We've all seen those before in every car. However, what we don't see in every car is this little gloss black thing here. Now, it's not a button as such, it's more of an indicator, and it will warn those who are opening the door if there's a car coming, a pedestrian, or if there's a barricade or blockade. So it will save whoever owns the car headache when they open it, because it won't cause any damage because of the indicator. As we mentioned before, the bonnet of the car is very unique. It's one of the only cars, in fact, I think Range Rover are the only manufacturer to have a clamshell bonnet. And underneath said bonnet is a turbocharged straight-six engine with a 3-litre displacement, rated at just over 400 horsepower-ish. It sends power to all 4 wheels via an 8-speed automatic gearbox with paddle shifters, and it will do 0 to 100 in just 6.3 seconds. Thanks so much for watching. It's been another video with us. Thank you so much for joining us, and if you want to know more about the car or you just want to have a chat, take it down in the comment section below.